Who is ready to art with me? Who's ready to go for my canvas number 4? It's not like I don't have 4 videos ready to download and upload and edit and blah, blah, blah. I give kudos to everyone that I'm learning art pouring from. I'm learning sewing, I'm learning cooking. I've actually started delving into NFTs and there's not too much programming to it, but you can really get intricate with programming with NFTs. So let me know when I do. It's going to be January next year because I want to keep the taxes. I spoke to my tax person and they basically said, yeah, just keep it clean. It probably would be good to launch them in 2023, but you can build and design them now. So that's when we slow down after all my overtime. NFTs, let me know. Drop a link below if you're interested in NFTs, because you could turn in your canvas arts into NFTs too. Photos you take of this. So there's many things you can do. What am I doing right now? I am doing a 1 cup because my canvas number 3 did 2 cups in the same spirit of these 2 colors grouped and these 2 colors grouped and then white in between. So on the second canvas I introduced gray. So gray I'm going to put through. I also put caramel, didn't I? I don't think I have a mix-up of caramel. Oh well, I failed. I don't have caramel paint. So we're just gonna go wild in my saga here. It wouldn't be fun if we weren't wild. And I'm impressed. I'll put the link down below to my 3rd canvas and the overview of that. I didn't get a good wet one. After I was done pouring it, I was in a lot of pain. So I do have a finished one. I did seal my 1st and 2nd canvases, so in a few days I'm going to have pictures of them and they're going to be up on Poshmark if you are interested in them. So let's start. Let's just start with our white. Yes, 60. Yeah, I gotta be on camera when I point to things. So my pouring medium is 60% glue to 40% distilled water. I used, and I still have plenty left, Craft Smart PVC from Michaels. That was $12 for a gallon. Incredible price if you ask me. You can try other things. I am sticking with this for quite some time because there's a few different techniques I want to try in the same colors and themes. And if they're turning out into a saga, you know. From what I understand, the very first color that you put down will most likely be the one that, because when you flip it over, it'll be the one on top, so it'll be the one that's spreading and causing nice happiness. So I started with white. Let's see what blue. Ooh, that blue's a pretty color. When I did the 2 cups in this style, wow, there's a chunk of something in there. Let's get that baby out. There I am, getting my fingers voluntarily messy in this time around versus, oh wow. Look at it. Oh, you know what? I bet the paint is drying in the nozzle. Interesting. I didn't plan for that. Because I noticed the darker blue, but interesting. But my very first canvas had the very vibrant darker blue. So, I don't know. All my paints pretty much were new. So maybe the oxygen never hit them. So the oxygen didn't lighten them up. Because my 2nd and 3rd canvases, the colors are lighter. I am also going to, I'm going to make it to Blix and get more of theirs because somebody was, a few individuals, left brain artists, was testing different, it's called student level paints, and this Blix, I'm spoiled, I have a Blix by me, is like second under Arteza. I haven't gotten Arteza yet. I don't know about Arteza and how they handle, so that's weird. So it's just the blue that appears to have the nozzly thing happen. It was so nozzly, kind of like our allergies in Las Vegas right now with the wind and the cold and it's nice and dry, but the temperature changes like a light switch out here. We're so nasally. Well, my paint is so nozzly. Yeah, I went there. Sorry. Sometimes I'm funny and sometimes no. No. And I get sillier when I'm happier, so I will try to control my silliness because I know some individuals are like, knock it off, girl. Knock it off. Look at it. This blue is doing it again. This, I might have to also get dedicated strainers just for, oh my gosh. I got a paint booger coming out. Oh my goodness. Oh, this one's thick. Yeah. Oh, this is the weirdest. Oh my God. That is the weirdest feeling. And it's just the blue one. That is so crazy. I guess I might have to use the blue one up. The only one that has, and it still has some of it from the original, is the silicone, is the yellow, because the brown I made fresh. I didn't do any caramel color. I should have, because I think the second pour I had caramel in there on top of the brown as an option. I think I did yellow. Try not to do what it's called a dirty pour. A dirty pour means that you kind of put the colors in random order in your cups. That's how I understood it. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I apologize profusely. But there's no wrong way, there's no right way, because sometimes, as Bob Ross said, and I grew up to watching Bob Ross, happy accidents. I don't call them accidents. It's happy paint is the boss. Because you think I'm going to actually be able to control this as it pours around and stuff? Nah. It's going to end up doing what it wants regardless. I can be frustrated and upset all I want, and it's not going to help. So this one, let me put like, I love the silicone, how it worked, putting it in between layers. I probably should have put it a little bit higher up or at the beginning of the pour, but I'm just going to drop it a few in between. See what happens this time. That's the biggest variable, is not mixing it with the paints. A lot of individuals mix it with paint. I think I want a lot of green in this, so let me do the blue and then add a layer of green. I think green will be my final color. There's just something, I don't know. But then again, it's going to be the green on the floor, like right against the canvas, so. Wow. I also figured that when I did the 2 cups, because it kind of has a receding thing, I only filled them up to about here. So having the wider up here, filling it all the way up, should be about the same amount of paint that I did before. What else? Should I add just one more thing? Why not? Let's get this baby going. Let's get this muddled, mucky muddle. Why not add more white? We're almost to the top. This is going to be the fun part, flipping this. I think I'm going to do what I saw others do. Look at these little bubbles. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, I think I'm getting cells in here without trying. Let's see if I can do this. And then again, these cups, they are just the simple laundry soap cups. Oh, this is going to be fun. How am I going to get this on? Oh, I just stressed out for a while. We'll see in a moment. It's slanted. It's slanted. It's holding its piece. I put this on a box again just to support the back of the canvas so you don't get saggy canvas. I'm going to move this in the middle. Ooh, look at that. I'm going to give it a few moments to kind of sag down through. And this is where I'm going to add the gray on there. Do I want? I have another gray that's partially. Let me use the partial gray. A lot of people are saying, oh, the bubbles in your paint, the bubbles in your paint. I think the bubbles are helping me because the bubbles create more cells. You just gotta be patient, pop them with a toothpick, pop them with a pen, heat gun, pop them however you can. And this canvas also has a lot of, I guess you could say, chunks of paint from the white. I don't know what that is about. Once again, probably is going to get a strainer. Let me. My hair's clean. We'll just add some color to it. I think my fingers are clean enough. I think I wiped them down. Just put my hair up. Put my hair up. Let's get serious. Let's get serious. Let's pour some paint, peeps. So I'm being brave by doing the gray. This just causes the paint to flow a little bit better. Let me put that over the edge. Has anyone tried to do art pouring and just wants to wait to see some more people pour art? See how it goes, see different techniques. I stared at these, I watched these videos for a long time, and I then realized, hey, wait a minute, I have some of these paints that they're showing that they use. I might as well just put them to work. And yeah, so I'm like, you know what, let's just try it. And this is so much fun. And with my pain, standing up doing this is easier than sitting down at a sewing machine, and I do sew. I love sewing, and I can't wait to get back into that too, because I'm already eyeing a sewing machine I want, and I'm just being patient. It's you need to, you know, everyone says you need to do things that you enjoy. My father at one time, and didn't realize it, is he wanted all of us to go to college. And I think my sister's going to be the first one to get her official degree. She's so close. That the one thing he said, he goes, you know, pick a degree because that's what you're supposed to. But take the courses that you want to learn with and that you want to enjoy with in your life. So if you want to take a photography class, take a photography class. If you want to take art, take art. Those are things that you can use the rest of your life. Like, to this day, I have not used algebra. You know what? I got an Excel spreadsheet. I can write formulas. I get why you would want to know the basics of algebra. I'm not knocking it, because some people really love math. Ooh. But me, math is like paint drying. Now you give me a computer and Excel spreadsheet, I'm all happy and then some. Oh my gosh. I think I got a big clump of something there. What is that big clump of something, or a bubble in there? Oh, that was a bubble. That's another bubble too. Giving it a little bit of rest. It is a little bit leaning this way. You can get a leveler if you want a leveler and level it out. There's no wrong way. There's no right way. Wow. Good. Ah! I told you I'm clumsy. Actually, that wasn't as bad as it could be. Oh, that was not as bad as it could be. So I put all that green in there, and guess what? We'll see what happens. Let's give it a moment to rest. Let's get some paint going. La 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 la. There's my neighbor's little min pins all happy out there. They're probably going, she's videoing again. They probably hear me. These condos that I live in have almost no soundproofing. I've said it before. That's all I'm going to say. Because I don't want to keep boring you with that same thing. Look at this thing go. I feel like it's like you're doing a scrambled egg inside of a dish or something. That's what I feel like. You're trying to get icing on a cake to pour in certain directions. I like the vibrancies of these colors already on this one. Wow. This one's unique. Ooh. What kind of saga am I gonna see here? The yellow came out. See, I wanted green and I got yellow. I wanted green and I got yellow. There's me frozen with my painted up hands going, what do I do now? I'm messy. That's what I think every single time I do these paint pours. I'm like, I'm messy. What do I do now? Yeah. I almost got my, was it the Wookiee? Is it Chewbacca and the Wookiee? Sometimes when I get stressed, it just comes out. When I used to go into the office and work, they used to make fun of me because I would let my Wookiee would come out. I can't even do it. It just comes out on its own. When I have stress about things, I'm just like, there's my Wookiee. Oh boy. Let's see here. Let's see here. Okay, all that side's covered with paint. I'm gonna blow it with heat. I should have blowed it with heat when I pulled the cup off, because that's sort of what I've been told to do to prevent cracking, but I don't think I'm getting cracking because of that. I think it's the white paint is the cracking culprit. Oh wow, there's a little tiny spot of no paint. How did, or maybe that's white. I don't know what that is. It's got a weird thing on there. That looks like a weird, there we go. That must, oh, it's white paint. White paint. Okay. One of my favorite parts. Let's see. Let's see what all happens here. Warm up my hair. It's not a hair dryer. This is a heat gun. Very dangerous to point it at you. Don't point it at you. It's kind of red. Okay. I can go like that and see it. Yeah. Oh my gosh, look at all these cells. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, these cells are going crazy. I think I found the secret. You have to put the silicone in between the paint layers instead of mix it with the paints, or maybe It depends on your environment. It depends on your humidity. It depends on your temperature. It depends on your barometer. It depends on the thickness of the paints. It depends on the pigment of your paint. It depends on the medium you used. It depends on like everything. So, in a weird way, I don't know if this looks like a mushroom tube coming up and a hand coming down, but I'm gonna stop trying to matrix what I'm seeing because it needs to calm down. It needs to dry more than I am, and then I'll be back. I will try to do a wet video of it just a few hours afterwards, just to give you perspective. I still have to do a rundown of my third canvas to tell you what I see in that. Great, 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 great. Fun, fun. Look at all these. I think this is the best cells that I've seen. That, yeah. The 1 cup. It's pretty cool still. All right, thank you. Thank you for watching. I am so happy with this, and I can't wait for the rundown on this. Ooh, wait a minute. I'm going against my rule of what I just said. Am I seeing like a fox? I will have another video for follow-up. Thank you. Oh my gosh, did I start it again? I did.